to the Jekyll Hyde Club with Morticia Gomez presiding.
Are you calling the meeting to order, Gomez?
I'm always calling the meeting to order. Darn order!
Today we are going to do a mixed review of Big Joe's Biker Rings Cthulhu jewelry. And it's Weird Tales Wednesday, so it kind of almost fits in as a weird tale because this was a very strange, weird experience. My mom got Gomez a Cthulhu pendant for Christmas, and then when I really liked it, she got me a ring, and the ring was a weird story, the pendant was a good one. So let's start with the good.
Behold the beautiful pendant.
She found it online. She was looking for Cthulhu jewelry and found it, and it came in a nice padded envelope. It was promptly sent. It was well packaged. I think it came from like Florida or something. It was very well packaged, and that does matter. Any comments on your pendant? It's on a nice snake chain, and it was $25, and you get the chain free, which is nice, and it's a really nice chain. It's stainless steel, the pendant and the chain.
Yeah, I like how it's developed. It has the tentacles, it has the miniature wings, it has the nice silver forehead, developed ridges, so Cthulhu glaring is clear in this version. So yeah, it represents, it's not the best perhaps, like in the sense that there are some others that develop.
Like my ring?
Yes, after some
This isn't the ring that I'm going to be talking about, by the way. This is like...
Yeah, the shape-wise is really brilliant. Like after I saw this one, I'm like, wow, that's like what all Cthulhu should be like.
No, I want this, but he doesn't want to wear a ring this heavy, and they didn't have a pendant, so he is liking his pendant because he can't have mine.
Yeah, so this one is definitely good otherwise, like it is the one most available on the market that I've seen, and I think I'm pleased with its structure.
So, because we were gushing about it before we saw this awesome big Cthulhu, Mom was like, you know, she got me a ring. And we waited and waited and waited and waited, and like over a month later, the ring does not arrive, but the envelope it was supposed to come in does. Ta-da! Yes, you're seeing it correctly. It is a very thin paper envelope, not fit for sending anything but maybe a card in it, not jewelry. Paper, not padding, very thin paper. Yes, it does have a big tear there. You're seeing it right, correctly, perfectly. All we got was this sticker that I don't want because I don't, but you know, we got it. And that another sticker came. So the Big Joe's Biker Rings came with one, and the Trailer Park Boys came with the other, the different Cthulhu pieces, except that one time we just got a sticker because the envelope was torn and the ring was gone, is the whole point. But we did get a sticker with the Cthulhu pendant as well. It just, actually, the pendant got here. And then, like I said, it was very well padded. So I wrote the guy, and I was very... Well, there were several guys that we could write to. We got an address for one, and then another one wrote us, and then when I wasn't happy, the Big Joe guy finally wrote. So we talked to like 3 different people. And when you try to look for different Cthulhu products, their site shows up a lot, but sometimes it's weird because it looks like it's other sites until you try to buy it and then it's redirected. I don't mean like eBay or something. I mean like it'll have a different name on it, like a different person's name, so it's interesting.
Sometimes it's like Jack's Biker Rings instead of Joe's, but you know for sure that it's still Joe's because it's the exact same merchandise and it shows it from different places and countries and everything.
And then like ladies' biker rings and something else, and it's like, it's interesting. But yeah, he finally wrote us. But you know, I wasn't very happy when I wrote because imagine the ring was $34. The pendant was $25. The ring was $34. So I'm assuming that was shipping thrown in from overseas, but I'm just guessing. I don't know. But bottom line, the ring was $34. That's not dirt cheap. I mean, like when I buy something from real metal, I get it, and it's like this castle pendant was like $10 on a chain. So, you know, and it's pewter and everything. It's really nice. So, you know, there are cheaper things out there. It's a fair price, $34 for a ring. It's just, my point is it's not dirt cheap, so you don't need to forego decent padding when you send it. It's not like, you know, I sent you a huge ring for $5 and now you're going to complain about shipping. You know, no, this was $34. So when I give $34, I kind of would like to get my product, and I would like you, whoever you are as a seller, to value my money enough to take a little time to package the product and not just throw it in an envelope without padding. And the ring was 31 grams of weight, so it's not a little ring. This ring here, my Black Onyx Batwings ring here, that, if you can see the size, is 11 grams. And it says so on the site. And then if I'm just guessing, if 3 times bigger, maybe this Medusa ring at least. Does that show, Gomez?
Yeah.
So I'm just guessing. It's at least, it might be heavier than this Medusa ring because I don't have a scale, but it's at least as heavy as this. So can you imagine just taking this ring, somebody bought it, throw it in here, no padding, just throw it in this envelope. And you know that, customs is heck on things. And this is just thin paper, and Cthulhu had tentacles and sharp things, and it's gonna poke right through, and that's how it ripped. And anybody I showed this to was just like, you're kidding. Like, that's not even to send an item in, like, I can't believe that happened. And nobody was like defending it, at all, or, telling me I was being harsh to be upset, except the guy, when I wrote angry about it, I said I was gonna leave feedback on my YouTube channel because I just couldn't believe that someone would do that they would put a ring in an envelope like this without padding or anything, and that I was just shocked and I didn't get it. And what are we gonna do about this? I would prefer another ring because I did like it, but if you want to give me a refund, that's fine. First, he'd actually defended the packaging, and I'm not kidding. I would be embarrassed and apologetic, and I'd be like, dude, they were in Thailand, I'm like here in the US, and I didn't even know, so I'm sorry, I am so sorry. But no, he was actually defending it, and he said, and I'm not saying he's a liar because I don't know, but he said they never had trouble in 10 years. So I'm going, you're sending heavy, big biker rings in paper and no padding, and you're telling me you never had trouble in 10 years. Are you just carrying it next door? Is that what was happening? Is that how it was being sent, like from one next door to the, or I don't understand, like, really? It just seems very strange. So perfect for Weird Tales Wednesday. But, it's like, okay, well, whatever. But he said he would rather just give us the money instead of another ring, but he would do either. So that was cool. And it was cool because I said, I only want a refund or another ring if you can pad it better. But he wasn't seeming to want to pad it better, so he offered the refund or the ring. We chose the refund because why would I want to risk maybe getting another ring or not getting another ring? Like, I'm not into gambling. If I spend money, I want to know I'm getting what I paid for in the mail, right? So he offers to do the refund. We say okay. And he was really mad about me telling the truth that I was going to leave a review on my channel so that people know this is how it's going to be shipped because I'm not happy. And he said how he didn't need our review and didn't need our whatever, and doesn't care because he has Trailer Park Boys, or I don't know what the deal, I don't care what he has. But if you really don't care, normally people that have all this great business are really good with customer service, like Walmart or whoever. They don't really care because they have so much business, but they're not going to fight with you, okay? They'll just refund you, you'll shut up and go away, everybody's happy. He's actually picking fights and, talking about a troll war on YouTube if I leave a video, and he's going to look for it, and when he finds it, he's going to start a video too and do a troll war. I mean, 5-year-old stuff. Really? How old are we again? Like, and I don't like that. I don't like to get on YouTube and talk trash about people. I think it diminishes us and belittles us, and indicates that we don't have something better to do. But I'm only doing this because I want you guys to know that we are honest reviewers, and if I, was watching a reviewer that I like a lot and trust, and they got something like they spent money on and got no padding and the item torn and open and they didn't get their stuff, I would want to know about it, and I would feel like I didn't trust them anymore if they wouldn't tell me. And then I'd go and spend money there, and that happens to me, and they knew about it because it happened to them and they didn't say something. So I hope that there's not a huge troll flame war thing. I really do, because that's not our style and that's not the way we go. But I wanted to be honest and I wanted to tell the truth, and that's what happened. So anyway, aside from the bad grace about the feedback, extremely, he was going to give us the refund. So we said thank you. We weren't going to argue with him. I was trying not to engage. I appreciate that. We'll take the refund. He goes, instead of giving us our money like he was supposed to, kind of was strange, he writes another question. Why did you sign for an empty envelope? Why would you do that? And I'm like blinking, like we didn't. It was just put in the mailbox. Like I didn't have to sign. Where are you getting that I signed? So I had to do some legwork and look on his site. And one of their postage options is you have to sign for it. So it's like, well, why wouldn't you have told me that? Like, I had to do the research. It doesn't show up right away. He's not very good at communication. I would have said if it were me, that's odd. Normally the way I send things, you have to sign. So why would you sign for an empty package? Did the postman explain anything? Whatever. He didn't explain why he was asking even. It was just an empty question thrown out there with very poor communication or explanatory skills. So I had to do the legwork. And then I took the envelope up. Well, I told him, first that I did not get anything to sign. It was just in the mailbox with a sticker in it. And I was like, it technically wasn't empty. It had a sticker in it, but it didn't have my ring. So I guess they didn't know that you didn't just send me a sticker. I mean, whatever. It wasn't totally empty. But anyway, I said it was in the mailbox. And then he goes, well, something's not adding up. We're going to take it up with PayPal. So he's backing out. He doesn't refund me. Later, he says he didn't mind refunding, but then why did you do this? I don't know. But again, he wasn't really good at communicating. And so we said, fine, we'll do that. And we took it up with PayPal, and we told them what happened and sent them pictures, and everything was cool. But I went, while we were waiting, we had to wait 10 days to get the money back, you know, because he wasn't responding. So I went to the post office. I showed this to my postal lady and asked her, you know, why, if this was supposed to be signed for, did I not have to sign? Why was it just put in the box? And she goes, well, with it torn like that and everything, they're not going to make you sign. They don't care, but they will give you what came. So they're just going to give you what came and stick it in the box. You wouldn't have had to sign when it comes that damaged and there's nothing in it. So, okay. So I had to go to the legwork because even though it was his complaint, his concern, and his method of shipping, he didn't know that they would just put it in the box and forego signature if it was that damaged. I had to do the legwork and ask so that I had my facts straight, because I'm not lying, I'm telling the truth, and you know, I want to know what's going on if there's any doubt, or to answer that question. I think that should have been his prerogative to find out. He could have went to the post office and said if the envelope came empty, would they still have to sign, would they not? But you know, whatever. He just would rather yell and argue via email instead. I call it yelling and arguing when you're threatening a troll war and talking about wanting to make a video about us because we had a negative experience. And oh, I think we were supposed to be blacklisted. Was that what he called it?
Yeah, that. It's just like Seinfeld. It reminded me of it, like how we're supposed to take our business elsewhere.
Oh yeah, we're Morticia and Gomez. Seinfeld, because our lives are a mix of Addams Family and Seinfeld. So I'm like, whatever. You can't blacklist me when I didn't want to buy your stuff anyway, because it's kind of dumb to buy something and wonder if I'm going to get it or not get it. I mean, like, hello. I did want his Nosferatu ring and I wanted his Cthulhu ring, but I wasn't going to buy it from him. So the blacklisting part was irrelevant, because that would be stupid to buy it from someone that you don't know if you're going to even get it or not, or you're going to get it in a, you know, an empty envelope that is not meant to send jewelry in that he's not seeing a problem with. So I wasn't going to buy anyway, so I'm not heartbroken. We weren't going to buy. But I did look and I found another Cthulhu ring, and it was more expensive, but it's heavier, bigger, and better. I mean, come on, it is. We already did that review from Shapeways if you guys want to check it out. And then I found a better Nosferatu ring that to me looks more like the movie depiction. And it was a better price even. It was $20, free shipping, and packaging. He packaged it in bubble wrap really well in a nice envelope. So it's sad when I was all gleeful about that. Like, this was a different guy. Both of these were different. So I found better rings, one even cheaper, and both of them came extremely well packaged. I reviewed them already, and they were better than the ones I would have gotten on his site. So I'm kind of glad that happened, because I found better rings. And I'm not saying that to be, you know, petty and spiteful. I give honest reviews. If you look at his, and then you look at these, like, they are better. This is a Nosferatu that to me depicts the movie even more. His kind of looked serpentine. I just didn't know this one existed because I had to look really hard to find it. But it's a brilliant ring, an excellent price. And this Cthulhu ring, I mean, just, you know, Gomez even wants it. So I'm not being petty and going, well, the other one's better anyway. I didn't want yours. Like, really, I wasn't going to order his because it'd be stupid to order it and not know if I'm going to get it. And these are better rings. So it was a good thing. It worked out. The 10 days on PayPal went through and I got my money. And, well, technically Mom got her money, but I got to get something else. So, you know, and then, like I said, we talked to 3 different guys with 3 different emails. And then he was even being petty on PayPal and going, and your email doesn't match your PayPal name. Well, first of all, that was my mom's PayPal and our email. And second of all, a lot of people just put, like, you know, our names on our emails are, you know, the 2 Norse ravens of Odin. So we didn't say it was our real names on our email. A lot of people don't put their real names on their email. Hello. But the names that we use were 3 different guy names that were probably 3 different guys. So, like, what? Throwing stones at glass houses? Really? So I don't know, it was just strange. And it was just like he really wanted us to be scammers and bad people because I said the truth that I was going to put up a negative review. All he had to say was, you know what, I don't blame you for being livid. Anybody would be livid when they get crappy packaging, torn, and you feel like your, you know, money wasn't valued to us or anything, and you had to wait forever, and I get that. But what can I do to make this right? I don't want a negative review. I mean, I realize I screwed up, but, you know, have a little sympathy, and, you know, what can we do? That's okay. Whatever. So I would have been fine with that, but he just got, you know, inflammatory instead. And you don't make me feel like I am a scammer when you're the one that sent this, you know, and then I have to fight with you to get it resolved. And maybe I shouldn't have told the truth about the review. I probably shouldn't have. I tend to be more outspoken and honest. And I say things when I'm angry that I probably shouldn't. I mean, I didn't say anything ugly. I didn't call names. I just said the truth, that we got the first one really well packaged and prompt, and that's why we were interested in getting another one, and it came like this, and after forever, and I just, would like to know what's going to happen now, because I did not get my ring, and I'm really not happy, and I will be leaving a review on YouTube about this packaging. So the only, I guess, inflammatory thing I did say was the truth about the review. But, I'm a redhead. I was upset that this was done. I felt very insulted. I mean, who wouldn't? Come on. Just a little paper envelope, people, with a big 31-gram ring in it. Come on. But again, the message itself wasn't ugly, just that one part was truthful. And I know that people get mad when other people tell them the truth and they don't like it. And I tend to get people mad by doing that. But, anybody would have been upset, and I wasn't mean. I was honest that I was going to do that. What I should have done was kissed butts, not been angry at all, because people are not, interested if you're angry, even if you're right, and then done the YouTube review and told you guys the truth without telling him I was going to do that. But I'm just too honest for my own good, and I acknowledge that. Because I was just I was just livid. I mean, look at this. But again, I didn't call names. I didn't say anything. I was just explaining my issue, that the first one came really well. This one came like this. And I just felt really insulted and just, wow. But no apology, no nothing, no trying to make it right, other than having to give us the money back, which, needed to be done anyway. And defending the packaging was just kind of mind-blowing. And, threatening the troll war and the whatever on YouTube was just, if he says anything, I'm not even going to answer. And it's not because I don't have an answer or because he wins or anything else. It's just I really hate stuff like that on YouTube. It diminishes people. It's childish. And I'm not trying to do this to start a fight or a flame war or to diminish myself to a 5-year-old. I just want to tell the truth about what happened when I tried to buy a ring from these people, okay? And I had it on good authority that some other people had trouble with them with PayPal claims. So if he has a blacklist, he probably has a blacklist for a reason, people weren't cool with stuff and he didn't like that. I don't know. I say probably. I'm not trying to, talk trash or whatever. I don't know. But I did hear he was having other issues. So apparently we're not the only ones who had a problem, but that's not my problem and that's not my business. And I'm just glad I found better rings of the same sort that I had wanted from him elsewhere, and their prices are good, but not good enough to warrant risking ordering it to hope I get it or not get it. $34, I'm not trying to waste to see if I get a ring or not. Whatever. So do you think everything was covered, Gomez?
I think so.
So again, I'm not going to engage. I just did this for you guys, so it's all for you. Hopefully no drama starts, and if it does, I did it so that I would feel that, I was being honest with you guys and letting you know what would happen if you order from this. And I'm not saying you won't get your rings. I'm saying you don't know if you'll get your rings. So, that's what will happen. I don't know. But this is not meant to have jewelry sent in it. Oh, I did want to say I did order, not from this company at all. It was a different company. We did the review of the skulls and the top hat necklaces. They came from Thailand as well, but it was a different company.
Gangster Punk, maybe?
Yeah, Gangster Punk, they rock. They sent the necklaces in an envelope very similar to this. So maybe it's a Thailand thing. But you know what? Inside of their envelope that was not torn at all was a box. A little jewelry box. And inside of the little jewelry box were the 2 necklaces that we ordered in perfect condition. So it's not even that you don't use a padded envelope. I mean, I think over padding never hurts, just so you don't have stuff to deal with. But if you're going to use a thin envelope that's not meant for jewelry, put a box inside of it so that the envelope is more wrapping, not just, supposed to deliver it. My postal lady was shocked, and she's like, of course it tore. I mean, they put that through heck when they, do customs and everything else, and no way, were you going to get that packaged in this. Of course it tore. And like I said, I showed it to her to find out about the signature thing or whatever. And this is exactly how it came. And thin. Okay, I can throw it away now. I'm just happy because every time I look at it, I'm just like, oh my god. We had other things to review first. We wanted the PayPal thing to settle, and then we had other products to review that were more positive, that we had happy things to say about, and we try to only do good reviews. But like I say, if it's something that really needs to be, that I would want to know about, I don't want to not tell you guys. I'm not cool with that. But, we did have other reviews we wanted to get done first. So this was about a month ago that all this went down, and this has been sitting here waiting. So, but it's not been too long, so okay. And this is now done and out of the way. But it was a weird tale, so it's applicable for Wednesday. and it was a weird exchange. Just the whole thing was weird and didn't make sense. I don't know, when he said things didn't add up when he wanted to know why we didn't get signed for it, and I told him it was just put in the mailbox. He's all, things weren't adding up. I'm like, yeah, they're not adding up on your end, dude. The fact that you're not apologizing doesn't add up. The fact that you sent it in this and defend it is not adding up. The fact that you're not giving me my money back and you're arguing with me instead is not adding up. So you're right. Let's go to PayPal because this is not adding up. And PayPal was just like, don't worry about it. It'll be cool. You know, you'll get your money, whatever. Like, cool. So anyway, that's the deal. And this is the mixed review of Big Joe's biker rings. They do have other jewelry, as you can tell, since they have the Cthulhu pendant. They have bracelets, whatever. And if you order from them, good luck. If you want a Nosferatu or a Cthulhu ring that are, I feel, more accurate to depiction, check our past reviews because they did not come from there. They came from other places. And, you know, you can get it and they're great. So thank you. And if you are new, please like, subscribe, share. Check out our videos, our past videos, because we have a lot and we upload about every day. And until next time,
try to enjoy the daylight.